I was watching this interview with Star Trek Discovery star Sonequa Martin Green on X the other day, which was with Entertainment Weekly. And I was very shocked by what I heard on this. Now, this was some saying goodbye to Michael Burnham, her character from Star Trek Discovery, which wrapped up a couple of weeks ago now. And it's been an interesting press tour since this series ended. Alex Kurtzman, of course, admitted that they missed the mark on exactly what they were doing. They pissed off fans. They knew it. I made a video about that last week. You can go look at that. And the finale was a train wreck, which I also reviewed on the channel, so you can check that out too. But that's not what shocks me at all. All that's pretty standard, par for the course of what I was expecting to happen here. But as she gets to the end of this video where she's talking about her time on the show, she says she thanks God for her time as Michael Burnham and thanks the Lord Jesus Christ specifically. And so I started doing research into the actress here, and I thought, oh my gosh, there's something actually wholesome here coming out of Star Trek Discovery, which I'm shocked about, because Star Trek Discovery is one of the most degenerate anti-Christian shows ever to exist, and yet here we are. Somebody actually had a job there who I guess for a while, from what I understand, she was kind of in the closet, and now she's out, now that she can use this sort of platform to do maybe some good. And this is a nice lesson for all of us, that you never know where good's going to come from. You never know where God's message and reach is going to come from. And I'm going to get into this and dive into this pretty positive thing about Star Trek Discovery in just a few moments. My name is John Delarose. I am a #1 best-selling author and award-winning comic creator. This is my Stars Entwined, A Ryshan War trilogy. Beautiful series of books, and read the whole thing because it really pays off by the third book there. And it's available on print, ebook, and audio. If you like Star Trek, what it used to be, you're absolutely going to enjoy this. So please grab that. The link's in the description below. Appreciate all you guys for checking out our books over the last couple of months. You've done amazing for us, and it's really inspiring. I'm writing a sequel series to this right now. And yes, onward and upward to the stars. Also, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Join our community here. I really appreciate all of you for being here as we fight the culture war, and actually, speak of the good and of the ill that's going on out there. And so she used the show's end to promote the gospel of Jesus Christ, and this is pretty based. I was not expecting to hear that when I was listening to an interview from her, because again, Star Trek Discovery, if you look at the global history of the show, it promoted degeneracy. It had just like total homosexual nastiness in it. It had the transgender trill situation. It tried to paint conservatives and MAGA as vicious Klingons who were not even like the old Klingons. Like, they didn't even respect the show enough to keep the Klingons the same. Very weird stuff. And then through this, you just have this magical Michael Burnham who's just like better than everybody else, smarter than everybody else, more physically fit than everybody else, can beat up everybody else because she's a black lady. And so you look at this, and it was a very cynical ploy at divisiveness, at just identity politics, at pushing degenerate agendas. It was very much an anti-God show and pro-scientism. You don't question the science type of thing. And so through this, I guess she was an actress on here and is trying to navigate Hollywood, which has to be very difficult. And so she actually gave an interview with her husband, and she and her husband have a couple of kids. And so they are building a family, doing good things. She says, and her husband said, "See, for us as a married couple working together in this industry, as believers, it's tricky. It's tricky. Like, it's fun, but it's tricky." And this gets echoed throughout their interview here. It's very difficult to actually be a believer in Hollywood. And you see this. You see actors like Kevin Sorbo get just completely blacklisted over just who they are. As much as the Hollywood group talks about diversity and inclusion, there's nothing diverse or inclusive about Hollywood whatsoever. It's really about the anti-diversity. It's about everything looking exactly the same. They want this monoculture where if you're not on board, you get blacklisted. And that's where it's at. And they know this. And that's, I think, why they were quiet about this, Sonequa Martin Green and her husband, until last year, where they started giving interviews about this towards the end of Discovery's run, because it's like, what can they do to them at this point? They're there, and they can speak out, and that's kind of neat. It's good that they got to a point in the platform where they could speak out. And I really think that there is going to be good that comes of this. Maybe they can end up converting people who are into this degeneracy just by being an example of the Lord's light. And that's what I'm hoping, right? So he said, there's a lot of pitfalls, a lot of things you have to avoid. And so us being able to share that in this journey, to be able to speak to each other, support each other, pray for one another, it's everything. I don't know if I'd be able to do it without her, he said. Very nice. This is very wholesome and family-oriented. And, I posted this article earlier today and got some negative comments on this, of course, but doesn't matter. The wholesome, we need to support the wholesome out there, because if we don't, if we're going to act cynical about it, we're never going to make any headway through this sort of thing. And we do need to make this kind of headway. So when these people are coming out of the closet in this degenerate hellmouth environment of LA, Hollywood, we need to support them, and we need to do what we can to spread the message that's out there of good amongst so much evil. It is absolutely something that needs to be done. And so she said, a new chapter for who we are as believers in this industry and how we do it. It's like Kenrick was saying, to be brutally honest, it's tricky. So she knows that just being a Christian offends people, and she can get destroyed. They have to be quiet about certain things. It's like living in communist China where the Bible's banned. I mean, it pretty much is, right? That's what Hollywood is. It's probably worse than China at this point. You'll get blacklisted. You'll get destroyed for speaking out about Christ. And it's a dream come true, because now we are here. Here we are, understanding that we could really spread the gospel of grace. We can really fulfill the will of the Most High. And this is their realization, that they can go out there and do this. And this is always what I tell everybody in the arts too, because it's a difficult thing. Of course, I've been blacklisted from publishing. In both science fiction publishing and in the comic industry publishing. I've been on a literal blacklist. It's been circulated about back in 2019. And I've been told I'm never going to get published again just because of who I am, right, as a Christian, as a believer. And I don't worry about it. I made the choice back then, even without this, and it's good that they came to this decision after their success too. But even before my success, I came to the decision that it's more important to tell the truth. It's more important to seek light and to produce light than it is to be out there and take the ticket and then, of course, not be able to speak the truth about God's will, because that is against God's will. And they're probably seeing this. They're probably saying, you know what, we had the ticket. We're amongst all this. We see evil. We see exactly how this is. And we're going to do something about it now that we have that platform to be able to do so. So different from my story. My story is I created a platform from nothing to be able to do it. And we're still building. We're still at a very small level, so I appreciate you guys being here. But at the same time, it doesn't matter how you get there. It doesn't matter what it is. It just matters that you do have faith. It matters that you understand that Jesus Christ is Lord, that he came to us, born of Virgin Mary, and, of course, became man and suffered death and was buried, and on the third day rose again. And if you believe that, and you believe he sacrificed for our sins, and you believe that you can do something different, you'll be able to accomplish something. And I'm hoping for them. I'm rooting for them. And here's the thing. This transcends politics. This transcends everything. If Soniqua here can be a light that actually can get the truth out there, then she is somebody I definitely want to support, and I hope that she's able to do so in the worst of situations. Like I said, I mean, Hollywood's got to be the toughest place to be trying to spread this message whatsoever. This is a place where not only are they wicked and evil, but there's so many rich people who just are living for this world, who have succumbed to all the temptations of this world, that not only are not listening to this message, but they actively want to hold down this message that they're trying to get out there with these days. So I wish her and her husband the best of luck, and I hope her children grow up in this great environment. I'm glad that they have a strong, supportive family together. And if this is the one good thing that comes out of Star Trek Discovery, hey, this is the best thing and the best news you could possibly hear. And that's what we're going to preach. That's what we're going to spread out there. And yeah, I'm sorry if you don't like it. I hope you get on board at some point. So good stuff. And of course, guys, if you're here and if you need have any questions about faith or anything like that, I'm happy. My email's always open to you. I would love to talk to you about that at any time. And I appreciate you guys being there. Pray for Sonequa Martin and her husband. And yes, we'll be back soon. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. And check out The Stars Entwined for awesome science fiction space opera. That link's in the description below.